Yeah, g'day team. Me again. Hey, I had great plans for this weekend. I wanted to get out in the bush and put a couple of knives through their paces and share my adventure with you. But the dreaded COVID finally struck. I spend I work with teenagers, and I see 100 plus a day, and so it was only a matter of time before it caught up with me. So finally here it is. So I couldn't go bush this weekend. To be honest, yesterday I was feeling pretty bloody lousy, and today not so good. But here it is, 10 past 10 at night, and starting to, the Panadol's starting to kick in. But I'm rambling. The knives I wanted to talk to you about tonight, they're both very similar, and I was fortunate enough to be gifted both of them. Very flattered, and first one is a Caleb Cox primitive tracker, and as you can see, it's made to look like it's a knife that's been carved from flint or obsidian. And for those of you who aren't familiar with the tracker blade, it's one hell of a thing. We've got here a straight edge for slicing, or we could hold it like so, and use it as a draw blade, and that's pretty bloody cool in itself. We've got this big curved blade here, this cord around here, which is a fantastic chopping blade, especially for battening wood. You can see me making a Swedish candle using this knife in one of my earlier videos, and it's fantastic. The steel was incredibly thick. And then the thing that's quite cool about these blades is this little piece here, and this piece is useful for a couple of reasons. One, it's bloody neat for making curls for firelighting. You just draw the blade along the square edge of a piece of wood you battened, and you get some fantastic curls, which are great for firelighting. And you can use it for a gut hook or for skinning an animal. Now, I haven't skinned a deer with this, but I have butchered one, and it was a fantastic blade for the job. I've taken this one on a few trips. Made a stall with it with some of the young people I work with, and done some pretty cool things with it. The other neat thing is this piece here. It's not really a saw, but you can use it as such for notching. So if you are going to be lashing a couple of pieces together, you could make a couple of notches and then get this piece of the blade in there and flick it out to join those pieces together. And that's what it's all about. Now, I was given this one, and I was feeling pretty bloody lucky, and chuffed as. By a person I'd gone camping with, who I now count as a friend. I made this sheath for the knife. That's the first one. And then the second knife that arrived in the post not long after was this beauty here, in this sheath, handmade sheath by the person who gave it to me. He knows who he is as well. I don't really want to name them on here. That's not the sort of people they are. And look at that. It's another tracker. Now, both of these knives are made by the same person, by Caleb Cox, a pretty cool knife maker. And there's a couple of differences between them. As you can see, this one is more of a conventional finish on the blade. It's a blued steel, and the handle is slightly longer. I'll compare the two in a moment, but we can see the more defined sawback here. That's hand filed, and the transition between the blades is quite different. We also have a 90-degree edge here, which you could use for striking a ferro rod. You could also use that for cleaning off a piece of wood for the bark, and if you've got a log or something, you could use that for cleaning tissue off a hide if you were going to be tanning it. If we look at the handle, a couple of things. One, we've got a nice grip up close for choking up for working this edge here, and then we've got a second grip back here, giving a bit more length if you're using it for chopping. So yeah, fantastic blade. Both of these, like I said, made by Caleb Cox, a very talented knife smith. Hang on, I'll lean back so you can see it. If I compare the two side by side, you can see blade length is very similar, but handle length, this one here is quite a lot longer for the reasons I explained. Yeah, again, you can see, hold it like that so you can see, the blade profile is quite similar, but yeah, fantastic knives. So what I hope to do in the next few weeks is get out in the bush for a weekend and do some cool things with them. I've had a couple of plays and getting quite familiar with the different edges on the knife and how they work, and so now it's just a case of getting out there and putting through the paces for you, making some number 4 traps, making some other bits and pieces, maybe a pot stand, some simple carving things, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know I'm still alive. I know it's been a while between videos, and yeah, thanks for watching, really appreciate it. And to the two of you who were kind enough to give me those knives, yeah, I really thank you for that. You have no idea how humbling it was to receive them. I've been very keen on the tracker design, and Caleb Cox was someone who I've always enjoyed looking at his knives online, and to be given these two just means a lot. Now, what's a man going to do with two beautiful knives like that? Well, I do have a 13 or almost 13-year-old son. Yeah, those of you who know me, know who I'm talking about, and he's a pretty fantastic kid. So I'm a bit reluctant to give him one of these at the moment, because they're both gifted to me, and I've only had them this long. So yeah, he will have the use of one, and I will have the use of the other on trips when we go away, and we will swap, and yeah, just get to know them both. So yeah, well, one other thing I just thought I'd share. If we look at this sheath design, the idea is that it can be carried ranger carry on your belt, or you can carry it in a more conventional carry. So yeah, this sheath here I built with ranger carry in mind, but I have built a dangler for it so it can hang conventionally off my belt as well. I'll share that with you when we get out and go bush. But yeah, ranger knives, tracker knives, yeah, have a look at them, have a play. If you see someone with them, ask if you can have a cut. They're bloody cool tools. Anyway, thanks for watching. Any feedback in the comments box below, and yeah, if you thought this was worth watching and wanted to see a bit more, feel free to hit the subscribe button. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.